Alderaan, located in a core world, was second planet in the Alderaan system, and the home of many famous heroes. A Wash Mountains world, the native Kilix evolved from the most intelligent non-sentient species on the planet circa 1 million BBY. Constructive massive hills such as in the Castle Lands near Orodoro. In Kilix ruled the planet until departing the world and colonizing nearby Alsakan, and later departing for deep space after consuming all over the Alderaan's natural resources. Human colonists came to the land from Coruscant via the Herglitch Trade Empire in 27,500 BBY and built a peaceful civilization in harmony with nature. Settlers were attracted from across the core worlds, drawn by Alderaan's natural beauty. Eventually, the Alderaanian monarchy came into existence, and with it the implementation of many laws designed to preserve the environment. The peaceful world of Alderaan was among the oldest members of the Galactic Republic, the democratic union that governed the most of the galaxy, and was among the worlds that originally founded it. During the Mandalorian Wars, the planet was threatened with invasion by the forces of Casus Fett, but the entire invasion force was permanently obliterated due to misuse of the Moor Talisman, an ancient Sith artifact which transformed the Mandalorians into Rakghouls. During the peak of the Great Galactic War, the planet's peace and tranquility was shattered by a full-scale Sith Empire invasion. The Sith quickly overwhelmed the local defense forces and took the entire royal family hostage. In response, a Republic and Jedi task force launched a swift counter-offensive against the Sith, recapturing the planet and inflicting a heavy defeat on the Sith. As a consequence of the Sith invasion, the Alderaanian leadership adopted a hardline militarist stance towards the Sith Empire in the Galactic Senate. The Treaty of Coruscant ended the decades-long conflict in favor of the Sith Empire, which had earlier launched a devastating attack on the galactic capital Coruscant. In protest, Senator Gal Panther, the Alderaanian Crown Prince, walked out of the Senate and withdrew Alderaan from the Republic. The Crown Prince's action created much division in Alderaan. While many supported his actions, the others were outraged by the secession from the Republic. The crisis worsened with the assassination of the prince and the death of his mother. A few days later, the Alderaanian parliament was quickly torn apart by infighting between rival houses. A bloody civil war quickly ensued when one of the houses attempted a military coup. In the subsequent interstellar Cold War between the Republic and the Sith, the planet was the site of a number of border skirmishes and proxy battles between the Republic and Sith forces. The Republic backed House of Organa while the Sith backed the formerly exiled House of Tu, which sought to reclaim the throne. Neither side had military forces on Alderaan. Around the same time, the Museum of Antiquities ordered a shipment of rare artworks which was however intercepted and replaced with worthless copies of the paintings made by the famous commercial artist Orners Wodin. During the conflict with the Eternal Empire, Malika Sturm hosted the Sentio Tranta race in the upper atmosphere of Alderaan. The Alderaan was also one of the worlds where there was a star fortress put in orbit, but it was destroyed in 3631 BBY. During the last 5 centuries of the Old Republic, Alderaan nobility was known to enjoy the seafood from Wamret distributed by Burton Gourmet Delicacies. In 27 BBY, Alderaan was personally protected by the Jedi Master Eth Cloth during the Ashar Korda crisis. Upon the formation of its monarchy, it was established that the heir apparent to Alderaan must complete a challenge of the heart, challenge of the mind, and challenge of the body, which would be announced to their day of demand, and upon completion, they would be officially invested as heir. In ancient times, Alderaanian heirs who partook in their day of demand had to fight their way into the place's throne room. Before they permanently settled on Coruscant, the Jedi High Council was known to have a council on Alderaan. At some point between 40 BBY and 28 BBY, the heir apparent of Alderaan, 16-year-old Princess Breha Organa, took part in her Day of the Month, where she announced her challenge of the heart, mind and body. However, during her challenge of the body, Breha fell from the famous Alderaan mountain upon the peak, and would have died had it not been for the quick action of the guards watching from a distance. The princess survived, but ended up having to have her heart and lungs replaced with pulmonals. After her fall, Breha was officially invested as crown princess and heir to the throne of Alderaan. Years later, the people would still speak of Breha's accident. Breha Organa eventually succeeded her mother as Queen of Alderaan. By the time of the invasion of Naboo, Alderaan had not seen conflict in generations. The planet was represented in the Galactic Senate by Senator Bail Antilles. The year the then Supreme Chancellor of the Republic, Phineas Volcorum, was ousted from office, and Antilles was nominated for the position in the resulting election. However, the Alderaanian senator was defeated by Senator Chief Palpatine, who represented the sovereign system of Naboo. In 25 BBY, former Queen of Naboo, Senator Padme Amidala, and her entourage were invited to Alderaan by Queen Breha and stayed at the royal place for a week before returning home to Naboo. 10 years later, Alderaan was represented in the Senate by Bail Organa. From there, we all know the Clone Wars history.